All right. Okay, so what data do we need?
Feet length. Okay, let's say species.
Species is hispid cotton rat.
His teeth are shiny too.
Sigmodon hispidus.
See a bobtail hispid?
Yeah. So that's healed. So I talked about how these guys, their tail can break off as a defense mechanism, kind of like a lizard. And so this one had probably gotten attacked by something previously and got away. It's good at getting away. Okay. So what do we need, Emily?
Oh, the good thing is he's got a black rat or house mouse, so he's not got deaths in him.
No, we're not. I'll show you a mark later, but we're not going to do marks right now. So old mark, no. New mark, just to show you how we do it, we'll say, all right. So for a fur clip, like that. And so when its hair dries and it grooms itself, that would be an obvious little patch. You don't want to cut necessarily all the way down to the skin because you don't want to create a big thermal window. This time of year is not a big deal, but in the fall, you don't want to hurt its insulation too much, and that is the kind of mark that would last for a week or so, that you'd be able to recognize that pretty easily. All right, so now we can say right hind for new mark, and what happened to my calipers? And we're gonna need one of the purple scales in there, Alex.
And right hind foot.
Right hind foot. So when you measure a foot,
In the two.
when you measure a foot, you're measuring from the heel to the tip of the toe, but not necessarily the claws. Like that. So in millimeters, .27 millimeters. Yeah, we'll measure in a second. What's the next thing we need?
Body.
Body. So total body length, this dude's big. Okay, so when you're measuring body, you're going from the base of the tail to the tip of the nose. And sometimes you gotta straighten their nose out a little bit.
Bless you.
So that is 150.
In millimeters.
Yes, 150 millimeters. And tail is going to be shorter than normal. And we'll make note of that. And that is 57 millimeters. So normally it would be like 120 or something like that. Okay, so just write a note down there or at the bottom of the comments that has a cropped tail. What else do we need? Sex.
Male.
Okay, so for sex, there's a couple of things that are pretty easy on this dude. The distance between the anus and the genitals, if it's more than a few millimeters, then it is a male. Especially in the smaller mice, it can be hard to tell, but if there's a sizable gap there, then it's a male, and if it's not, then it's a female.
Are they the ones that have the seasonal, like
Seasonally distended?
Yes.
I think they do. I think that this is also swollen, so he has a swollen scrotum. Okay.
Maybe from tail stuff.
I think it's just breeding season, really. What else do we need?
Mass.
Mass. And is that it? Okay.
What would you say the species was again?
Yeah.
Sigmodon hispidus. Okay, so for mass, let's get a different bag because that one's got a different. So normally you would have this bag, you know, the part of the bag behind you, in between your hand and it. And since you don't, we have to be careful in getting this in and getting your hand out. So go ahead and try and, there you
Better release than I am capture.
Clean release there, Cap.
go. You captured a free-ranging rat with your bare hands. That was awesome. That happens every class. You know, when we have somebody get bit and drop it, or just drop it because they lose their grip or whatever. And sometimes, you know, it's worth catching it, and other times I'm just like, don't stomp on it, you know, to catch it. Don't freak it out even more than it already is. All right, so this is called a spring scale. You all have probably used something like this for other things in the past. And these are marked by 10-gram units. And so the reason we have to use the big one is the other ones only go up to like 100 grams, I think. Is that the green one, Alex? 100 grams?
100.
Yeah. So this dude is 144, and then we need to subtract the bag weight. Okay. So you can go back and release that one. Is that all the information we need? You got your habitat written on there and everything. And then when she gets back, we'll weigh the bag and subtract the bag mass. And you want to use that same bag because it could have urine or cotton or seed or stuff in it that you want to subtract that mass from. That's it. Anybody can go with her if they want to see the release.
I kind of already saw what the release is.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Just a little slightly less action.
Bring that reflector back. Everybody has their reflectors, their flags, their traps.
I guess we need to look at that.
I'll use